Hello, my name is Amy Crump, Director of the Bellwood Public Library and facilitator of the Support Network for Bellwood's C4 initiative. The Support Network will establish a coalition of community resource partners for the initiative. To illustrate, I'd like to share a story. Once there was a man who went to visit a village, and while he was there, he noticed during his pleasant stay that the bells of the monastery high up on a mountain above the village would ring out, and the people of the village would know that it was time to leave work and gather with family and friends and break bread. Now one day during his visit, he found himself outside a clockmaker's shop, and in the window was a giant clock. And he had a conversation with the clockmaker, and he said, "Now how do you know how to keep the time on that clock in the window precise?" And the clockmaker chuckled and he said, "Well, that's easy. I use the bells of the monastery to keep the time on my clock right." Well, as it turns out, a few days later, the man was up in the monastery visiting, and he began to speak with one of the monks, and he said, "Now how do you know what time to ring the bells?" And one of the monks took him to a wall on the edge of the monastery where there was a telescope mounted, and he said, "This telescope points down to the clockmaker's shop. There's a large clock in the window." Now, what that story tells to me is that we are all connected, sometimes in ways that we do not even realize. How can we coordinate community resource partners, the village, townships, parks, schools, libraries, churches, social services, and those that we may not even be aware of in order to strengthen them and increase resource sharing? What tools and information are already available in Bellwood that we can use to achieve this ambitious project? If you represent one of those community partners, I look forward to meeting you at the community meeting on May 22nd. Thank you.